sound.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. I figured out what it is, and I can go back and change it. It's me monitoring my own sound to make sure it's coming through just fine. Ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize. Apparently, we got disconnected. The whole system shut down while we were on our break, but we are back.
Yeah.
Don't know why it shut down, but it did.
It's just giving us more time to mentally prepare for our death.
To slowly make our way across the field.
Well, I mean,
It's gonna take me 10
For him
minutes.
to move again.
So yes, it's been a heartfelt battle, and well, let's see if you guys survive the night or what.
Hey, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
No, we
Bless you.
left off. I think it was Belfie. You done something?
Belfie
No,
did
I moved and hid, and you said I think I'm hidden.
Okay, and that was it. That was the last thing we did.
That's all I can do. Yeah, that was my my movement, my action, and my bonus action to hide.
Okay, well, so as a bonus action, since I have a captive audience there,
Ready.
oh, there.
But
it
you
is.
said that he was out of legendaries.
Yeah, but it's actually his turn now.
And look at that, you got disadvantage for whatever reason. And everyone else has advantage. Cool, fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look.
Cheers.
All right, so I got to make a ranged spell attack, and you said it's at disadvantage, so I'll roll at disadvantage.
I have to scroll through and find my stuff.
So does a 27 hit Dux?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Dux will take. Oh, he got lucky. He'll only take 12 points of radiant damage. And that's the bonus action.
It's one less star.
Let's see. You think you're hidden, so.
I think I do. We'll
May
see.
I is up there out in the open, but I think he's a pretty good distance away. Yeah, about
Over 300.
Well, it sounds to me like the only target I have right now before me is Dux.
Yeah.
So, how many charges do I have on this thing? Let's check.
I am going to.
Okay, so I'm going to use another charge. And I would like Dux to make me... Wait a minute, is he within 60 feet? I'm going to have to move forward, aren't I?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so I will step forward and slam the staff on the ground in front of me. I should put him within 60 feet of me. Good. So give me a Constitution saving throw for Dux, please.
He did just get an advantage. Fuck, he's rolling garbage.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, this wave of energy washes over him and he doesn't have any idea what it means at this point in time. And that was the action, move, and bonus. So, yeah, I'm done. Surge.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm gonna move 30 feet. Look, a shiny orb.
Yep.
Now, with my movement, or my action, could I tumble down the side of this battered building and then fall into the rubble down here? Like, I start using my action and I just trip and fall and start rolling down the side of the building.
I'll allow it, I guess. That's what,
All right.
14...
So it's going to be from here to here, or if you want to do the 14 from where I start.
We'll do the 10.
Okay.
I hit the wrong button.
No problem. So I just fall ass over tea kettle, and I
Mhm.
take
19.
19 points of damage. And I do not have spells to burn. I'll use one. So I'll heal myself. No, I won't heal myself. That's me. That's it. That's what I'm doing.
I'm gonna
Alright.
go to the club.
So at the end of your turn,
I just ass over tea kettle into the rebel.
so at the end of your turn, I will command this thing to move right through May I.
Sorry.
So
To where? What?
right through May I.
Sphere's going to say hello.
So May I can give me a dexterity saving throw.
You got advantage.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll open it.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, 14. I think that's the number, right?
Actually, 13's the number, so you
Oh,
just
even
made it.
better. Even better.
So you'll take half of 25. So we'll say 12.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Oh, it still hits you if you make the save.
Yeah.
You don't avoid it.
You don't
Okay.
avoid it. You just take half damage.
Perfect. That's better than nothing, though.
So yeah, you take the 14 points of damage and fail your save. You
Well,
fail
I
your-
take 14, so 7 would be half of that, so that'd be 10.
Yeah,
at least.
but you have to roll at least a 10 or half the damage.
And he rolled 10.
With
Yeah, roll the 10.
Do you have advantage for the roll?
I have advantage.
Warcaster.
Yes, I do.
Then you're fine.
Or-
I'm just making sure. All right.
Take it away.
So yeah, I haven't done anything that required me to roll with the disadvantage yet. No, I was given advantage. Thanks, Curtis.
Oh, sorry.
It says advantage right there.
I made a mistake, but that's okay.
Mistake.
Illusion.
I tried. You're welcome.
you-
Don't say I never gave you anything.
You failed your deception check to everybody in the group.
Find frozen.
All right.
Apparently, it succeeded.
So that was the
But
end
you
of your
caught it.
turn.
Wine.
Corporal punishment, you're up.
I'm taking.
Guess we'll be moving the carpet 80 more feet. 'Cause that's all I can do.
You can move up to land right on top of the horse cage. That's exactly 80 feet.
Oh, okay. Let's do that then.
All right, that'll put you how far away from the bad guy?
Way too far for me to do anything.
About 300
Yeah,
feet.
but what about the bad guy to do things? Is I think what he's checking here.
Yeah,
mean,
I
it
don't
could be.
know.
Yeah, still more than.
All right, so move action. That it for you?
I don't know what else to do
Copy that.
Yeah.
All right,
because
Sergeant,
my spells and my potions don't work. So
Sergeant Rock.
Yep, already in action. In case something comes up here, I'll cast my my M1 firing spell.
All right.
That's it.
Let's see. Can't reach you. I've already spent 2 actions to do that. How far away from me are you? You're too far away. So what I'll do is Yep. All right. So what on at the end of your turn, he looks at Dux and touches his forehead. So Dux can give me an intelligence saving throw. All right. So Dux will take 15 points of psychic damage as he is hit with what's called a mind sliver.
Can only do his future saves.
So yes, he will lose D4 on any saving throws from here on out. No, wait. It's on his
No,
next
only on his next
next
save.
saving throw before the
That's
end
still
of
bad.
your next turn. That is done at will. No, wait a minute. Okay, the damage is rolled, but the D4 is the same. Stays the same. So that's it at the end of his turn. Dux is currently held.
He gets a wisdom save at the end of his round.
So yes.
He's
But-
paralyzed, but can he rage? Even though he's paralyzed?
Yeah. But what's that good does that do him? Oh, reducing damage. But he'll lose it. Oh, he's going to take damage. You're definitely right. This guy's going to keep tapping him. So he'll rage. He'll check for a 19 or a 20 on the wisdom save. I'll use the advantage that I got. It's a joke. Yeah.
Yep, dice are not
You are
rolling well
rolling
for him.
so low for him.
No, this is normal. This is my normal average rolling.
Then your dice roller
Now-
hates you.
Is he unconscious or is he just paralyzed
He's paralyzed.
or restrained?
Well,
He's
it
re-
says paralyzed in the spell description.
So
Okay.
paralyzed means incapacitated as well.
Oh. So that means he can't take actions, which means
Or
he can't-
actions or reactions. But rage is a bonus action.
But a bonus action still counts as if you can't take actions, you can't take bonus
Gotcha.
actions.
I was just thinking if he could do his shadow step thing to get out of that, but
That's a bonus action as well.
All right, so that was May I? Your turn. You want to continue playing tennis with me?
yeah,
As I
I'm
bounce
gonna
orb off of you.
move further down. That's pretty much all I can do. Don't shoot that arrow.
Stuck.
Ducks can't even shrug.
All right, Belfie.
I'm trying to get closer, so I'm going to move 50 feet to there. And go. Cat and mouse has never been my favorite game, but if you force me to play it, I will. And then I'm going to, try and hide it again.
I'm right here. Come reclaim your ring.
I am
I'm
not hidden.
waiting.
31.
Hmm.
True. Thank goodness I reroll ones.
All right, you think you're hidden.
Oh, it's so far away.
Well, I did move him closer.
A lot closer,
I
yes.
brought him out of the ground. I mean, what more do you
I'm
want?
just slow. I have little feet that only take me 25 per movement.
All right. Well, it's his turn. So let's see what I can do here. Mhm. All right, so that's a 20 foot. See, I get you spread out so even my area effects ain't going to hit you.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like our area effects can't do anything either.
So let's. I can't hit. No, no. You know what? You like it, so I'm going to just drop it on you. So why don't you give me a dex saving throw there, may I? No.
Okay.
No,
What are you
wait,
dropping on me?
Wait. That's I can't drop it on you. Yep, I can't drop it on you. I can only drop it on.
Nice.
Yeah, but I don't want to drop it on Dux either. He's not here to control his friggin' character.
I don't want to kill him because he's not here.
Dan, you said this might be like the conclusion anyway, right? So
I don't like killing people's characters when they're not here. You know, because right now it would look like I'm blatantly blowing all the spells up on him.
if
And I
this
don't wanna do
goes to
that.
next week, I'm gonna fail. We can just rotate who's missing, so that way. You know?
Now, is that the way it's gonna work?
Hmm.
Oh, I
Okay,
gotta
the
go,
Elfie
guys.
character
So someone
died.
control my character. Next week will be just Dan playing with himself over here. Okay.
Ba-dum bum.
Let's see. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, it is right there. Fine. I will go ahead and teleport to here.
Oh, that's nice of him.
And he's floating above that stone right there, but I will teleport to there.
That was real nice of him.
Yep, and now that I'm
Yes.
here, I'm within range to
Oh no.
you, and you, and you, and you. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
When you think he's doing something nice for you, but he's not.
All right, so I'm gonna roll a d4, and we're just gonna start May I as a 1 and end with Ducks being a 4. So
So 1, 2, 3. Oh,
yes.
so ducks.
Jesus Christ.
Was meant to be.
Yes,
Ducks is gonna be a 4.
I don't want to hit Ducks and just destroy
Hit me.
him with all the
I'll take the
spells,
hit. Hit me.
And then I move, and then boom, it's gonna hit him anyway.
I wave my hands in the air. Look at me.
Yeah, no.
Ducks can take it. He's got hit points.
I'm sorry, the dice rolled. All right, so range spell attack with advantage. I guess it doesn't matter. 23.
Yeah. All right.
All right, so he will take 4d12 points of radiant damage.
Halvesies, right?
Negative. Just
Oh.
He's unable to rage.
32 points of radiant damage. And that would be my action, bonus action,
25.
and I will move up in the air and kind of float in the air about 15 feet off that stone. I think that's where
Oh,
I'm at.
okay. So he's
Yeah, right where he's at. He's about 10 feet up off of it, so that's where I'll say he's at. So if anybody climbs the top of that stone, they're still not within proper melee range. So, Surge.
Yeah, I am gonna move 30 feet into the rubble further here. I can see ducks. I can see he's 90 feet away. Oh, this is not something I wanted to do. Oh, I moved a little too far. It's not something I want to do, but it's something I'm gonna do.
Sounds like this whole thing.
I know. So he is 90 feet away. I know from dealing with them and counter spells, so I'm gonna bonus action, drop. My movement's been used. I'm gonna look at ducks. He's within 120 feet. Nest versus Naughty No is a second level spell, so I'm gonna third level because that's what dispel magic is. Dispel Nest versus Naughty No on ducks.
Oof.
So
Ducks is pleased.
So, you go to
90
cast a
feet.
spell,
and 120.
and he looks at you, smiles, and lets it go through.
Cool. It's nice of him because
Yeah.
I just kind of shot myself in the foot there.
So,
Um,
anything else you want to do before the end of your turn?
But now
Pry.
Ducks can shoot him in the foot, so it's fair.
bonus action was to. Oh, hey, yeah, no, I'm gonna look up at him and say, hey, I know that spell. I got it too. He's resistant to cold at least right now. Because he's got a fire shield going. I have a fire shield and a cold shield going. Fire shield resistant to cold, cold shield resistant to fire. It's counterintuitive, but I'm letting everyone know that. Because I can talk again. And that's all I can do. And I'm just gonna be like, hey, were there any innocents in the castle as well? That's me.
There might have been.
I'm asking him right now that I can see him in the
Yep.
castles.
So
Guy.
you dropped his Naughty No over there, and he kind of smiles and laughs at you as you do it. And with his legendary reaction at the end of your turn,
Hmm.
you can give me a wisdom saving throw.
So here's the fun thing that I finally get to use. I have a ring of spell turning. So can I display this? So ring of spell turning. While wearing this ring, I have advantage on saving throws that target me. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. advantage on a saving throw. And if I roll a 20, I roll a 19.
Okay.
But
But you also did not make the save.
yeah, so I was gonna say if I rolled a 20, any level of that or lower would instead target the caster.
Right.
But I rolled a 19, so
Yes, and the spell save is a 23.
yeah, and I'm gonna check and see if I have anything. I have a question. Could I use a hero point to make that a 20?
You have a hero point left.
Well,
Yeah.
technically, the 20, if you roll a 20, you have to roll a
Yeah, could I
natural
use a
20.
hero point to make that a natural 20?
It's not roll a 20 on the die, it's a roll a 20 for the save.
Oh, roll a 20 for the save. So would that be a 20 for the save or a 20 on the die?
Well, it'd be a 20 for the save, but the problem is that that still isn't enough to make the save for the spell.
But it would reflect the spell.
Yeah.
By rolling a 20 on the save, the spell, if it's 7th or lower, has no effect
All right,
and
so you wanna
instead
u-
targets the
You want
caster.
to use your hero point to allow the spell to be
Redirected
Reflected.
back.
All right, so then in that case, I would take the 2d6 necrotic damage.
If he fails his save. Because it
Which
is...
is
Yeah, it instead targets the caster using the spell level, slot, DC,
Oh.
and attack bonus and saving throw of the caster.
I really. What happens if two people have rings of spell turning and they just toss the spell back and forth?
Okay, so yeah, the spell goes back towards him. He makes his save.
Bummer.
So he doesn't take the damage or ends up being grabbed and have to cancel his own concentration. All right. Well, now that I know you have that, I don't think I'll be casting that spell at you again.
Good.
That was the end of his turn.
Works for me.
I mean, that was the end of your turn. Now it's the beginning of Corporal's turn.
Is he not going to answer me? What a dick.
No, what was it? Huh?
We knew that.
If there were any innocents in the tower that
Yeah, he answered
is
you.
now... Oh, he did?
Yeah,
What'd he say?
he didn't say anything. He just laughed.
Oh, okay. So
It
yeah,
was one of those.
insight, is that a yes or a no laugh?
Give me what's your passive?
21.
Insight 21. That is have you ever seen Demolition Man?
Yes.
Okay. Think of the reason why Stallone got locked up.
Gotcha.
I'm moving the carpet 80 feet.
All right.
I'm still not within range to do anything else. So
Keep this little spell over here to the side for when I need it. All right. You know what? I hate that you guys are not part of this fun. So at the end of your turn, I will use 2 of my reactions to...
Reactions?
2 of my legendary actions.
Oh.
To send that up 90 feet towards you, to go ahead and say hi. I mean, everybody else here is within range of my spells now, so I ain't got to worry about sending my orb after him. Sergeant Rock. You and the carpet should be a little lower than that force gauge unless you stayed on the force gauge.
Nope, I wrote it down. So yeah, I should take that down to. But that still doesn't put me in range or anything. Oh wait, I think it does. Yeah, I got an idea. I pull out a flask of alchemist fire and I drop it. I just reach out, drop it with just a little angle so that maybe it'll hit him.
Okay, go ahead and give me a range attack.
So, basic ranged attack.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have anything like that set up. So anyway, it'll just be a +9 to hit. That's ducks. Hit my character sheet. I'll just do a roll. It goes wide.
It falls past him and hits the ground below the stone where he's floating.
Just let him know I'm up here.
Noted. So that was now it's Dux's turn. He's no longer held.
He's no longer
He's
help.
free.
Yep. And he had his bow in his hand. We got crafts. He still has his bow in his hand. The oath is still going, so he'll just target that guy for a couple shots. Gets advantage.
Okay. Shield will
Is
be
it-
good.
And it's +1 over that, so 28.
All right. It's a hit.
And then his 66 because sneak attack and oath bow.
Yep. Huh? 66.
Oh, nice.
It's a little above average.
37 total.
Yep.
Well, the oath bow's a D8. You can keep rolling a D6.
Oh yeah, because the short bow goes through rolled instead.
Oh. All right.
What
The
did-
29 plus a D8.
+4 if you want to roll that
hold
that
on,
way.
Let's see. He
Yeah.
only rolled a 4 on the d6.
Yeah, the oath bow is a D8 versus a short bow.
Yeah,
which
go ahead and roll
is a
d8
D6.
right quick. We'll see what it ends up being. All right.
It was less.
Yeah, we'll leave it where it was at.
Okay.
And that was
Alright.
only his first attack.
Yeah, he'll take another shot. This one won't get sneak attack. But it hits armor class 26.
Yep. Once again, that's d6 that was rolled. So if you want to roll a d8 and see if it's higher.
And then yeah, wait, is it once per turn for
Okay,
the?
there you go.
So 11 points.
So 11 total.
48 points total.
Well, I already took the other out, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, is that it for Dux's go?
We just
And
like
then, yeah, 3d6 again, because he's still the sworn enemy.
Oh, all right.
I was just
Well-
looking and it doesn't say that it is only once per turn. It says whenever you hit them with an attack, they take an extra 3d6 piercing.
Triple nickel.
Nice.
And then he will leap.
Uh-huh.
Trying to get closer. But
It'll work. All right, so may I?
he can still do a bonus action dash. So he will leap. You get adjacent or below.
Does that give him?
With the oath bow, all other attacks while they're sworn and alive are at disadvantage.
Oh. I
And,
guess
and Dux
yeah.
would know that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I don't even want to get closer. I want to get farther. I'll go the other way.
Okay.
Run back over where that guy was.
Okay.
And now Dux is done.
May I?
Okay. Would this use any movement if I pushed off there to aim for this rock?
You want to jump down to there?
Yes.
If you don't mind taking the damage, I'll let you.
I
do it.
don't mind. Don't mind taking the damage.
All right, then I'll let you just kind of jump off.
Boop.
Is that 40 feet?
Yep.
17 points of bludgeoning.
All right. All right. All right. We're all gonna die anyways.
Yeah, it's okay. It happens.
So I still have my movement then, per se, right?
Yeah. I'll let you move closer to me.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Oh yeah, come on. Get a little
He
closer.
wants us to bunch up. He wants us to bunch up.
Yeah, don't be shy. Get a little closer. I mean, I got nothing to
That
use.
puts me
Got
here.
nothing to use on you when you get too close to me. Nothing at all.
Well, I kind of need to get within 30 feet.
Oh, do you?
That's the problem. Yeah.
I kind of just need to be near, because spells they have ranges.
That's
Yeah, none of you have been in range
80.
yet to cast one, have you?
well, Hell's Bells and Cotton Trails. I'll save that for later. And I will do this.
Ooh,
All right, what do we do?
And roll D20.
Nope.
fireball out of your wand.
I need you to roll me a.
Yep.
I need you to roll me a D100.
Oh.
Ooh,
Okay.
even with a wand.
Ooh, 62.
What's the D100 do?
It's a good question.
As soon as you cast this at 9th level, you feel this urge across some urge that washes over you that you must now, for the next minute, shout when you speak.
Wild magic.
Oh,
Okay. But the fireball goes off, or
Yes.
And wild magic affects magical item casting too, huh?
Wild magic effects anything that uses a spell level to cast.
Cool.
Well, at least as this point in time, the wand, yes.
Cool.
All right, so you gave me a fireball,
yes.
and I must roll a dexterity saving throw. Oops, wrong button.
So we know that the shield he currently has at least is cold, like mine. But he might have other stuff, so.
Well, that's why I was trying to get within 30 feet so I could hold
Okay,
my.
So I make the save. I'll take, was it 25, 26, 27 points of fire damage. Let me check, make sure. Don't have anything going right now that requires concentration. And I'm just checking to see if anything I have currently does anything for me as far as what level is that? There it is. So yeah. All right. So what was I say? It was 27.
Correct. 27.
Yep.
Wrong button. All right. There we go. And that ends your turn?
Well, since technically I'd have movement still from the jump, I will come down the 30 feet to here. Kind of hide behind this boulder and get in between these two.
Okay.
That makes sense.
You're hiding in Rebel as well?
Belfie?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try and sneakily move up 5, 10, 15 feet. See if I can get there all sneaky like. It's 28.
28. Let's let me see if I can. You think you're hidden? What is your passive?
My passive is only a 16.
Okay.
So I don't know. So then I'm going to go ahead and try and shoot him with my crossbow, because now I'm within at least I was hoping to get regular hit with him at
In
least.
range.
Yeah, that's okay. It's disadvantage now.
Yes, because he knows you're there.
Well, even if it wasn't, even if he wasn't there, didn't know it would just be a straight roll because I'm too far. So, a 22 to hit.
Nope.
Right. It missed. I used my bonus action. I used some movement already, so that is my turn.
So
Alright, so-
AC number to hit is 26 or 27 now, I believe.
Somewhere around there.
Rolls. Yeah. Because 21 was what hit, I think.
All right, so it's his turn.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
It's yeah, till this,
Start of his next turn, so.
yeah.
Yeah. I was just
Hey, it
wondering,
saved him some damage.
has he not already used his reaction for something?
He used it last turn,
It was a turn or so ago. He
and he didn't counterspell me.
Yep.
Now I think I may have been out, or he may have spell sniper and just been like, yeah, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. I just didn't care at the time.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What level can I cast this at? No, I'm not going to use that one yet. Let's go with... No, save that slot. Oh wait, it doesn't matter. That's a sets level spell, so... There is no casting it at a higher level.
No, there's no real point to it.
And I've already cast it, so I can't do that. Alright. Give me just a moment. Sorry for the delay.
That's given us plenty of time to look at what we might want to do next.
Dan, I got a text. I have to go make a quick call, but I will be right back.
Oh shoot, I was about to kill you and all.
I can wait a moment.
No, go ahead and take care of it.
Okay.
And they can let you know how much damage you took when you get back. Let me double check my math. Nope, if I did that, it'll only hit those two. Well, you know what? You just did that to me, so let's just see how you like it, shall we?
Oh.
You did that.
Oh, fireball.
You did that at 9th level.
He's cast at least one of those, maybe two if he had an item or not.
So we'll go with. I got a couple slots in this one, so we'll go with this one.
Okay.
So it's a 6th level. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
What's the save?
25.
I'm gonna take all the damage.
It's
No,
never
no,
mind.
No, it's not you. I'm giving it to May I.
Oh, fire! It's not gonna hit me.
Oh no,
The range.
it's a 20 foot. Give me a second, and I'll actually show
Oh,
you.
okay. Okay, yeah. No, it can only hit him. Never mind.
Actually, I can drop it right here and get both of them. So that's what I'm gonna do. So when she gets back, she'll need to make the save too.
Sorry, I opened my mouth.
So May I is preoccupied.
I don't think he can make. Yeah, -1. He can't make the save. She can though.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, she got evasion, so if she makes it, then she'll take nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If he wants to make it.
she can. It's a half or whatever she were to roll. She has a plus
Alright, so-
10 to hers, so it's possible she could make it.
Okay, so May I, you'll take 38 points of fire damage. Do you have anything that gives you resistance?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say
That would-
Oops.
You already mentioned he was elemental adept, so that would ignore the resistance anyway, correct?
yes. Well, for that spell.
Yeah, so even if it hit
Uh,
me, even though I have fire resistance, it'd still be
Okay.
the full damage,
And
correct?
you failed the save, so you'll take the full 38.
Yeah.
Now, mind
And-
you, as he cast it, it looks like a puddle of grease forms on the rock below him.
Okay. Well, I kind of lost concentration on my spider climb. Do I fall off this rock or?
Yep. Let's see. What's it? Say 20 feet.
Fall or slide down the rock?
We'll say 20 feet. So. Well, hold on. You're giving me all sorts of numbers here. Where are you at?
Yeah, I think it's only 10-foot slide.
So you'll take 9 points of bludgeoning as you hit the ground.
Okay.
Not a big drop, but enough of a drop that you'll take a little damage.
Okay.
And yeah, there's grease literally dripping off the top of this stone. That's an action. Don't think I've done the bonus action yet. So I have 5 more left. So let's go with that. Spell attack against, we'll say, you know what? I've been hounding on them. I dropped a fireball on them, so I'm just going to hit you with it, Surge. So
Gotcha. 22 is the number.
Great. I rolled a 19.
Okay, I'll take it. I won't take it, I mean, but you know.
Yeah, I rolled a 2. All right, so 19 is his.
19. I rolled a 2. Oh, that's nice to know.
So one of these stars blinks, shoots your direction. I need a dexterity saving throw from you, Tara, if you just got back.
Sure.
15 or
Did I
higher.
die?
No, 15 or higher.
Okay. Oh yeah, no problem.
And you need to
Yeah.
roll a 15.
DC
What?
25. It's
Yeah, you need to roll a 15.
but you're plus 10, so
Oh,
yeah,
you're a halfling.
But you can't
You're
roll
immune to
one.
ones.
that's just what you want. Yeah, you want to re-roll that.
I am. Oh my god, that was. It did it again and then re-rolled it.
All right, so
Half a 38.
half of 38.
Evasion.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Half of 38 because your evasion.
Okay.
Oof.
19 points.
As he looks at May-I, chuckles, and said, "Here's one for you," and drops a fireball on you and May-I.
Okay.
And that ends his turn. Surge.
Yet. This fucking sucks. I can't get near anybody. Oh, son of a bitch.
Wait, did I? Hold on. I'm sorry. Did I make the save or no?
You
You
did not.
failed it.
You failed it.
Okay. That's why I was like, what? Huh?
Yeah, you
What?
needed to roll a 15 or higher.
All right,
on the
on the
plus
dice
10.
15. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Shit. Okay, I'm gonna do one of the few things I can do. I'm gonna give him a big old wave and roll 3d20s. 23 to hit, 27 to hit.
Okay.
The last one's gonna miss.
I'm just.
Contemplating.
And well, they're at will, so why not?
All right, so 27 to hit.
So yeah,
Sweet.
right now I'm at a 26. So yes, you hit.
Okay, he's gonna take 8 points of fire damage if he takes fire damage. He's got a flame shield, which is resistant to cold, so if he's got something else that's resistant to fire, we'll find out. That was my circlet of blasting for the day.
Okay, so
my
he looks like he takes the fire damage.
Okie dokie.
That
So
was 8.
yeah, 8 points of fire. I am going to then shift
What?
and gain 17 temp hit points.
Yeah, circular blasting doesn't cast a spell level.
It's just a
Yeah,
item.
It doesn't allow you to
item-
adjust the power.
Yeah,
behind
no,
it.
it's a set level. Circlet of blasting fires it off at 4th level. Is that what it does?
Yeah,
it shoots 3.
It's not one of those that you can control how much power.
Yeah,
it
no,
is.
it's not a wand. It's just it fires this. There you go. So yeah, then I'm gonna shift and gain some temporary hit points, and I'm going to try and find some cover in these rocks from him.
All right, is that it for you?
With 30 feet of movement, I'm gonna try and find some form of cover. Can I find any form of cover?
Give me a. Well, you got a passive. Yeah, you can find some cover here and there. There's plenty of rocks.
Okay, I'll find some cover.
Looks like Dizzy has decided you guys are still screwed and is giving you advantage.
Oh, perfect.
They're not wrong. They're not wrong at all.
With that cover, can I move closer to them at all?
You are not an elemental anymore, so half your movement rate because it is.
Yeah, I'd have 15 feet of movement.
That's up to you if you want to move.
Move and find cover.
You can
Not
still-
like hide,
Yes,
but
yeah, I'll say you still have cover and you can move towards them.
okay, I'll be right there-ish then. And that's me. Because that was my movement action wild shape. Or not
Alright.
wild shape, shift. So I need to
Hmm.
check that.
You look like you like to be tied up, and he casts at the end of your turn a spell at May I.
I wonder what that spell could be.
So why don't you give me that wisdom save, brother May I? These ropes come out of nowhere and wrap around your wrists and your ankles. Pardon me, you will take 7 points of necrotic damage as you are held in place by a spell that you like to use yourself.
Hmm?
You are now paralyzed. That was the end of
No, I'm not.
That was the end of Surge's go. Corporal punishment.
80 more feet it is.
Go down at an angle. We're trying to avoid that sphere of annihilation too.
You should totally come within 30 feet of me. Just saying.
Yeah, burn it.
How about right there?
Yeah, that's good.
So there we go.
Go back to
Yeah,
carpet.
okay.
Oh, I'm not in select mode.
Put it in. Put it in. Burn it in the hole.
That'll at least get you close enough to do something.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't have 180 foot range. So, but I do have a thing I'm going to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do other than move?
Nothing else I have works, so it doesn't matter. I'm still cursed.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that curse have any kind of duration on it?
Until removed, I believe is what the thingy said.
All right. So you guys want to go ahead and rock Corporal Belfie, may I?
Yeah.
Click a GUI reward.
Ooh. Okay. Thanks.
What's
There you
that? Oh, I see.
Reduce the damage take. Oh, nice.
By 3. Yeah.
Hey, and it's non-magical damage. I'm sure that'll come in very handy. Like
You're
maybe-
welcome.
Okay. So you know what? You're probably out of range of my sphere. So
Is to take the GUI award, I just click on.
you go to the 3
Yeah,
lines.
I didn't know where it showed up.
Oh, it showed up in chat. You got Flowmaster.
When
When
you
you
use the
duplicate
reward, it can
first level
duplicate a
prepared.
spell.
So you can twin spell basically.
Yeah. Yep. Put on every spell slots.
I tried.
So let's see.
It was very appreciated.
You know what? I will go ahead and use 2 actions to move you 90 feet. And that was the end of Corporal's turn. Sergeant Rock.
I am going to use one of my Mystic Arcanum thingies and just get this thing active.
Mm-hmm.
So I got freedom of movement for a while, and that'll, if he tries to restrain me with that stupid spell, I'll go, buzz off. I don't care. It'll be satisfying. So that's my action, and I'm just riding down the carpet. I'm squinting down at this spear going, I don't like that thing. I know, I'll get out my bag of holding as an interact with the object and hold it out between me and that thing. So if it comes at me, it goes into the bag.
Okay, give me an Arcana to see if you'd know to do that.
Well, things that go in the bag just disappear.
Oh, well, I mean,
Yeah, I don't really
okay.
like that to hit me. So,
Okay. Noted.
You
I have
can
no
make
idea it's going to do anything else.
Dux's turn.
And Duck's, yeah, he's got a nice line of fire there. So he's pretty happy about this.
Oh,
No. No, things are going on the wane here.
Okay.
22, he's got his shield up. It's a miss.
Yep, it's a
Yep.
miss.
you used it on me, so
All right. So, any movement for Dux?
No, well, he'll go up here.
Hey,
to
Surge.
get-
Dizzy gave
Yeah.
you one, so go ahead and
Oh,
draw you a
cool.
card.
That's it for Ducks.
Why are we doing death saving throws already? You're not dead. Are you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Shit.
cool. Don't you have advantage, or have you not gotten that yet?
I don't think I have advantage.
I thought at one point one of your classes gave you advantage on death saves.
Let
Was
me
I
go
able to
through.
see him go down?
Well, he didn't go down. He's being held up. But I mean, when
Would that have
when I said you're paralyzed, he says, nope, I'm not. I was like, oh, okay, he's got something he's going
would
to do to
that
get out
have
of it.
activated his good berry that was being held in his mouth?
Nope, he already ate that whenever he fell from the sky.
Just
Everybody
checking.
had to, except
Yeah.
for me, because I could always
Right, right.
recast.
No, I just was checking because I'm close-ish.
Okay, so
No, I
um,
just come back to life if I make a success, is all.
Ah,
what?
If
But
I make a successful death save, I come back to life.
I didn't know we all just get advantage. Shouldn't you use that on the
Um,
death save?
What gives
Did
you
we
that?
get- I have the 5 death. Once per long rest, regain 1d8 plus 2 hit points when you succeed on a death saving throw.
Okay, I was just curious. I didn't know what it was.
Yep.
So
And then you throw in the clerics.
and you get you get the max heal.
Yep. I come back with 10 hit points.
So
Wait,
Bell,
but did you see we all just got advantage on a roll?
Did you?
you got one a little while ago.
Yeah, just you're
Okay.
screwed. Yeah, you got an advantage.
Everybody got one.
Okay.
Alright, so
I'm back
you're
up to 10.
paralyzed with 10 hit points. So at the end of your
Yes.
turn, death saves are rolled at the beginning of your turn.
Yes.
So at the end of your turn, you want to try to get free?
Well, what I would like to do is pretend that I'm still dead. So,
All right, give me a performance check.
wouldn't it be deception?
Well, you're trying to pretend you're dead. That's performance.
Oh, okay.
We're checking your acting skills here, brother.
Okay. Double check, make sure. Oh, yeah, that would still work. So, performance. That's the same thing. Plus 2. Do you want me to re-roll it or?
No, you're fine.
Okay. Now I'm also going to use what my GUI reward was. I get to add 2d4 to that.
To your healing?
No.
To the deception?
Yeah.
oh, the performance roll.
I got the performer card.
Okay. So, noted. You have a 25 to your deception.
Oh,
Or your,
yeah.
performance
Ah.
to pretend you're
Yeah,
dead.
Take a deep insight
So-
roll to beat that.
Yeah, everybody else thinks, as well as me, that
Oh,
you're
yeah.
dead.
Like dead, or just unconscious, making death saves dead.
No,
No.
Dead.
dead.
Oh, well, that sucks.
I'll be
Not-
sending a prayer down to you from the rug.
If I think you're dead, I'm not going to waste a heal on you.
That's fine.
it. So
I mean,
it's fine.
you can give me an insight roll, Surge.
Oh my gosh, what if someone thinks he's dead, and like tries to resurrect him?
All right.
Like-
Well, I have advantage because I shifted and I have advantage on all wisdom checks while I'm shifted. Yeah, no, you're fucking dead.
No.
No, that's what I
advantage.
think.
You have
In
a-
case he's telepathic, he's fucking dead. I have no idea if this guy's telepathic.
No, you don't, but you know with your insight that May-I is faking it.
Gotcha.
Belfi, you can check an insight if you want to, but it's your go.
I'm gonna stick with the. I honestly didn't think anybody was going to come back from this alive, so
Not gonna say anything.
100. Dang it. Okay, I'm going to move the 50 that I can. Where's that? Right next to the dead guy. Boop, boop, boop. And then
You use the body as a shield. That works.
Yeah, hide behind his body. You're a halfling. You can
It's
do
true.
that.
It's true, but I used my bonus action to move, so I'm just going to hit or try and hit him with a bow, a little bow action here, and I'm going to use a +2 bolt. 26.
26. It's just what you needed, apparently.
Okay. No sneak attack. Oh, actually, it's 28. So it's 9 damage. Ooh.
Your oil of sharpness or whatever.
No, it's not on the crossbow.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I'm trying to get closer to use my GD freaking weapons.
Hey, at least you can use something. All I can do is move the carpet.
I wish I had the carpet. Then I could.
I think
I had my wild shapes.
Okay, so on his turn, as a bonus action, since you just fired at me, I guess I will return favor and fire one of my stars at you.
I'm curious if that counts as a missile weapon.
So 23.
Yeah. A 23 hits me for sure.
Give me a moment to find the stars. There it is. So 23 hits you. You will take 26 points of radiant damage.
I will use my uncanny dodge to take half of that.
Good call.
All right. So now the fun part.
I probably should have saved that, but you know.
You guys are pretty close to each other there, ain't you?
Not exist. I am not here.
So I'll just go ahead and do this at 7th level.
Neat.
Fudge life, man.
Okay, so yeah, you're all pretty close. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Nah.
All 3 of you. Oh, you automatically failed dex saving throws, don't you?
I can't hit that number.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I cannot hit that number.
So may I
I can
take
hit a
53
20.
points? of
Oh no,
lightning
we just
damage?
got an advantage. I'm trying again.
Well, look at you.
I take nothing.
Yeah, look at you. You take nothing.
I'm gonna give May-I one of my advantages.
But he can't roll a dex save because he's paralyzed.
Yeah.
Me and him can't hit a 25.
Yeah, and even
It's
if we
impossible.
succeed, will not save him.
All right, so yeah, you'll take 53, both of you. You have any immunities or resistances to lightning?
Not to lightning.
Okay.
Nope.
I am cold, fire, necrotic, and fire doesn't matter against him.
Neither does lightning, is what I was asking. All right, So that was his bonus action, his action. He's going to continue to float above this stone right here, and that would be his turn. Surge, it is your turn. And you can tell that by the smell and by the appearance that Mai is firmly unconscious again.
Yep. So being as far away from him as I am, 100 feet. I'm gonna double check something with this. If I get, nope, I don't. All right, that's neat, and it's half my movement. So I want to get Fuck. Does he wish to counterspell my spell that I am casting?
You know what? I haven't done that yet, so yeah, I will do it.
So he can reach me behind my cover.
Counterspell only has a range of
Oh,
60.
yes.
He may have spell sniper.
I
That's
have,
why
I
I've
have
been,
spell sniper.
Yeah, he said it
Yep.
earlier.
That's why I've been being careful. All right,
And
good.
it's listed as a signature spell of his.
Good, good. All right, so he blew his load on that. At what level? I'm curious.
Well, I mean, do I need to roll? I'm doing it the third level.
Oh, no. He doesn't need to roll. All right, so there goes a healing word at first level.
Okay.
So that was my bonus action.
All right, and my reaction is done for this turn.
And my my action, I don't think I have any actions I can do. Yes, so just to spite him, it's not going to reach him, but a little produce flame is just going to come lobbing up and over the rock from where I'm at.
Okay.
Just
It's
out of
true there.
spite.
And Mai is just drawing pictures, it looks like.
Yep, a little
Yeah.
spite ball goes up to here and just fizzles.
All right, so let's see.
I could have done something better, but I didn't because I wasn't thinking.
Oh, that's what the signature spell thing means. It means okay. All right, so let's see what this does for me. All right, let's close this out. So at the end of your turn, you know what? I'm going to spend the 2 actions and go ahead and move this sucker right up to here.
To where? I don't see anything.
So-
I believe the ball is going to say hello.
Yes, the ball's going to say hello. 1, 2, and 3 is Corporal. 4, 5, 6 is Circle Rock.
Hello.
All right,
Can you
Corporal.
integrate me?
I got a quick question. Never mind. I don't have a quick question.
Give me a dexterity saving throw, Corporal.
Use advantage on it. We all just got one.
A 20.
Excellent. You can take 8 points of damage. 8 points of force damage as the sphere comes up and says hi. And now,
I'm resistant to force. So I take 4.
if you're resistant, yes.
Nice.
All right, so it's your turn. Your turn.
Straight down.
Straight down?
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And now I'm within 100 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can at least shoot some bows at disadvantage.
All right. Okay, 14 is a miss. 11 is a miss.
Okay, what's up?
All right. Sergeant Rock, you are closer now.
Yep, I'm in range. So I'll use my cantrip. I'll just blast him. And if I could hit him a couple times, I can get him closer to Belfie. That's what I
Please.
really want.
And he can't shield, which is nice.
Yeah,
No,
shields.
he can't.
But I don't have advantage or anything good like that.
All right.
That's a miss.
I'll give you an advantage.
Oh, right. We just got advantage. So I'll use advantage on this one. What did it do? Did that.
Damn.
24 will hit.
Oh
Yep,
wait, yeah, it does.
24
now.
does hit.
Yep, 21's the number, 26 with shield.
So 12 points, and he goes push 10 feet.
All right, so minus the damage. And
No. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm
and
sorry.
I can do this.
I can give you one of my advantages for another attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the attack, and I'm just doing I just got to 3,000. Is it doing him? I'm over here in that thing.
Oh, hey, we're all screwed again.
Fade it out.
all right, so it looks like you all are getting advantage again.
I might have to open my Twitch up. So if my computer runs slow, that'd be why, y'all.
Maybe,
I
I'll be
can.
maybe I should
keep
call
track for ya.
Dragon Queen up and say, give all you guys, chaos.
She could probably see what's happening, sir.
60 more points out of force damage, and he gets pushed another 10 feet. Which is really
Burn.
small.
All right, move the line and I'll move it. All right.
Emrock is pleased just getting his licks in. He likes it.
Okay, so let's see. At the end of Rock's turn, let's see how far that is required. Okay, you're too far
You know, Rock
away.
can still do his bonus action. I'm going to do some celestial healing dice on the guys in within 120. So that's right there.
Okay. Don't roll it.
Oh, on that's what you did to him? Okay.
Yeah, he's got the same problem you two have.
He can't be healed.
Right. I mean, spell goes off, but I mean, if you don't roll the damage. Don't roll the healing. Belfie, why don't you give me a wisdom saving throw?
Because I don't want to.
You have advantage from Hero's Feast.
My wisdom's not horrible. My roll, on the other hand, poo-poo caca head.
Okay, so yeah, these tendrils come out of nowhere. Mayai's body falls to the ground, and they latch onto you, and you will take. Let's see what we got. It's only 9 points of necrotic damage,
Fantastic.
and you are paralyzed.
Uh-huh.
And that was at the end of Sergeant Rock. So now it's Dux's turn.
Fritz, that's you, babe.
He stepped away, it looks like.
All right. Well, we'll let him come back to it then. May I give me that roll?
Okie dokie.
I was gonna put some healing salve on you, but I can't now. Sorry.
How often? Once per long rest? Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Okay. So.
but before I fall rolling out of the thing, I slide what remains of my coin purse and slip it into Belfie's pocket.
No, you don't. Now that you're back,
What?
it was Dux's turn.
Dux is going to fire. Oh, let's
All
check the range.
Currently have. Well, I'll just say 3/4 cover.
So 26 is the number.
I think so.
Yeah, 3/4 is like a 5, I think, to AC.
Good thing is advantage. I'm going to roll both shots.
Wait a minute. Does he have sharpshooter?
I don't believe Dux has sharpshooter.
Okay.
How far is his shadow step?
30
Did he
60
shadow
feet.
step?
60 feet.
Oh,
Yeah, he can't go too far.
But he could, yeah, he could move 60 feet and then jump 60 feet, but it'll never get him past the cover. And I like kind of distracting him, making him want to come over this way. So
Yeah, the
Yeah.
best he could do would be still
fires a-
cover.
And the only thing it does,
Here.
it gives him advantage on his next attack, but he gets that anyway with the bow.
yeah.
All right.
So he's happy here, but he'll use his movement to go behind this little crenellation. And then I'll crouch down, bonus action hide, and you'll never see.
Okay, so you got your save already done. At the end of your turn, Belfie, you can give me another wisdom save.
Yeah.
But now,
Um,
am I next? Am I up?
Yeah, as I said, at the end of your turn, you can roll me another wisdom save.
Try and break free.
Yep. Okay. That's a no.
Okay, so you are still paralyzed.
Yeah. Dan, for shits and giggles, could you give me a wisdom saving throw?
I
Totally
haven't.
forgot about
Oh,
something.
the undead to attack you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Well, yeah.
Well,
That's
I
the
mean,
thing.
Well, I'm sure he's gonna make it.
16
Yeah,
is what I just
you made it.
rolled.
You made it, so you're immune to it.
Okay.
I was just shits and giggles.
Yeah, that was the Nesros was the only thing he actually targeted you with. So.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. I've got you paralyzed. I've got Catboy down there beside you somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, can you not see me now that he's where he's at?
No, I'm just looking at the
Oh.
screen trying to figure out where you're at. Let's see. You know what? Let's just take the undead guy out of the way completely. I mean, he's a cleric. If he gets back up, he's going to be a problem.
Hmm.
Bring it.
So, give me just a moment to bring up something.
Now that I fell down, I'm under partial cover from the rocks, right?
You prone?
Yeah.
That gives him disadvantage if it's an
Advantage
attack.
on range, yeah.
Yeah, I had coverage.
Okay. Nope, it's not there. I guess it's here.
But as far as he's known, I've been dead for a while.
You know what? I'm not going to bother with that.
Hmm.
It
I'm scared.
It was, well, no, it was for story aspects. I'm not going to do that right now. So what I will do is I will cast it at, and it's not a target. It's a dex save. So I'll go ahead and aim at you, Surge.
So it's not me specifically. It's not just me.
No, this is well, I mean, let me read the actual spell for you.
Disintegrate.
Yeah.
Disintegrate.
So
It's a direct attack spell.
But it doesn't
Yeah.
require an attack spell. It just.
On a single target.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I still get advantage on the saving throw, but I'm not gonna make it because I can't make that save. But if I roll a 20, I got a 21.
Mm-hmm.
And according to the Ring of Spell Turning, if I roll a 20 for the spell save,
It's just
The-
just one problem with that.
yeah, is it 20 or higher? Is it
No,
like,
no. It's something else. You don't actually get hit by it. Just as it's about to hit you, you get shouldered out of the way.
Okay.
And somebody else takes the brunt of the attack. The last thing you see before his body turns to dust is Horo knocking you out of the way of the spell.
Oh,
Your
okay.
Not your
Oh.
boy.
My
Someone
friend.
climbed out of the rubble.
No, he flew away, but he must have come back. Oh,
It's been enough rounds for him to be sitting to the side watching and decide to
Okay.
Try to step in. He couldn't do much, but he could step in. Let's see how much.
He was probably waiting specifically to stop a disintegrate.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. He didn't save my life. He saved me from taking a shit ton of damage. But that's much appreciated. Oh, now. Yeah, let
Why?
me take a look.
You wouldn't jump in front of a bullet for his dad?
Well, he was
Kind of-
going to, but you're already down.
And guess who didn't want to give me a piece of their anything? I got something from your wife, but not from your son because he said no.
That's
All right, so
He's fucking dead.
Nothing left now.
Oh.
Misery. And he's out of our misery.
Yeah, so.
so just before he completely disappears, he gives you a nod, just as the rest of him like snaps away.
Yeah,
And it's your
Cool.
turn.
neat.
I don't want to go.
Fun.
I feel funny,
oh
Mr. Stark.
no.
Guess who's in range? And I can't do fucking anything. Oh,
Did you move? First, try moving up.
can I get full cover from him to where he can't see me?
Yes, I'll allow it.
Okay, I'm gonna get full cover so he cannot see me. And let me double check a spell. All right, so I am going to put a radius effect because I believe he has to see me to counter the spell. And I am going to go ahead and cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Needle.
Does he have to see me to counter it, or is he going to try and counter it?
I'm just double checking now, but I'm sure he's got to see you to do it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I could be
creature
wrong.
you see within 60 feet, or 120 as far as his is concerned.
Okay, so me, May, Belfie, each take 3d8 plus 6 healing. It ain't much, but Mass
So-
Cure Wounds.
So yes, you come back to consciousness as this wave of dust just drifts across your body.
I'm not going to say anything to him right now. Yeah. So, you're not dying yet. Oh, fucking shit. I need to make sure that was an action. I think that's an action.
All right, so
Action.
A mass healing word? Or
Mass Cure Wounds.
yeah.
Mass cure wounds.
Yeah, I don't have Mass Healing Word. I have Mass Cure Wounds. So, yeah, you guys take that and bonus actions. I don't got fucking anything I can do, so that's me. I'm just going to stay in full cover from him.
Cool.
That was a good roll.
That was a nice healing there, bud. I mean,
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to double check something. Do I have the...
I don't see you. You cast a spell. You healed both of them. I got these two.
And I am gonna go ahead and not do that. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So that's me. That's my turn. I
Okay.
just stay in full cover.
So,
And I'm a little shaken and freaking out right now.
where are you at? You are. Oh, you're definitely within my range. Sergeant Rock, I don't like your Eldritch Blast. I'm just going to return fire.
Okay.
So let's click that. So I don't have advantage, so let me just roll this. First shot is a 19 to hit you.
use haste.
Yeah. That hits.
All right. So I'm gonna roll all these first.
Does he have invocations?
He chose Spell Sniper under Wizard and Warlock, and picked up Eldritch Blast as his spell of choice.
I'm saying he doesn't have repelling blast or.
No. He has
Maybe-
none of that.
Right.
Yeah, he's not going to knock you off your carpet. He can't do that.
Okay, yeah, I can take damage.
All right, so that's going to be 4 packets of damage coming your direction.
40 points.
Ooh,
So
4
I
packets.
will go ahead and just roll 4d10 because there's nothing added to it. 17 points of force damage as you're hit with 4 Eldritch Blast. That was the end of Surge's turn. Corporal, it's on you.
All right, so it's 50 feet, right?
It's an 80-foot. Well, it's
80
a
foot.
40-foot. 40 foot is the normal move. It's 80 foot for dash.
Well, if she's moving 80-foot dash, is that taken away from her attack?
Yeah, yeah. So she can't cast a spell if she moves 80 feet.
Okay, put it there.
I'm just asking because of the range attack from moving from here earlier.
Oh crap!
Oh, didn't know that. Sorry. I still can't do much to him anyway, so it's not a big deal.
Okay, Sergeant Rock, I guess you're up.
How is this guy looking right now?
Did you guys
Move
move?
over.
Hold on, did you guys?
I'm waiting for him to move the carpet.
Oh, you're gonna let him move the carpet.
So he's probably looking fine.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, he regenerates like crazy. So I'll start shooting him. 3 shots. So he's gone. He probably has his reaction back.
Yeah, he didn't
Yes.
use his reaction on me. He couldn't see
Yeah,
me.
he's
He
got his
isn't
reaction back.
shielded.
All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna put the advantage.
All right, so with your, go ahead and that's all your shots, right?
Yeah.
So
Jeez.
give me a percentage roll with that first shot. All right, you're within the minor 50 range. 1, 2, 3. Roll a d6. 1, 2, 3. All right, so May I will take the damage for the first shot.
Does he even know I'm still alive?
He's not the
It-
one
it's
shooting
from
at
a
you.
misfire
It was a
from-
misfire.
Oh,
It's ricocheting off rocks all
Yeah,
around the
so you
place.
take 13 points of force damage as Sergeant Rock opens fire on the bad guy and misses terribly and ends up hitting you.
not cool.
But
Cool, not
then
cool.
I can use the bonus action, and I can see you over there. And in fact, I see one of my rounds hit you, and I'll use 4 of these celestial healing dice, healing light. A medic comes out of nowhere and walks up to you and puts a patch on it,
Nice.
so you can heal. That's pretty good for 46. 22
Nice.
points of.
Better than you were before. First you feel crappy, and now it's like puking after a hangover.
Oh, is that to me?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
Yeah, there's-
apparently Sergeant Rock is the cat who just smacked you with his paw and then went and gave you and then licked your hand.
He goes, sorry, my bad.
He booped
Right,
you on
so
the
Rock's
nose
done.
and then gave you snuggles. So
I wish I
let's
pushed
see.
that guy down onto the ground. That would have been good.
Sorry. Sorry.
10 feet, 20 feet. You
How
guys,
close?
how close are you?
So close. So close.
Getting in close now.
But if I can move.
All right, so
Is what he's doing concentration? No is no concentration?
he's not done anything concentrate. The ones he's had that were concentration were the no-nos, and well,
Isn't that
that's
what-
what you're being held by, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I forgot that was still going. So I need to
Oh.
roll. Well, no, Rock.
No. I'm just asking. I was just asking. You don't need it now.
Yeah, I'm just checking to see if anybody actually hit me since I popped that on you, and I don't think anybody has.
Stealth, miss, short
Yeah.
bows.
So.
Naughty No did 9 points of damage.
All right. So now
Elvis
it's
was
concentration, and if I cast another concentration, you'll drop. But right now you're being paralyzed. So at the end of Sergeant Rock's turn.
Excuse me, goodness, I'm sorry.
Let's see. Do I have another one? I do have another one. I have a couple more. Let's. You're held. Oh, you're conscious. You know what? I'm gonna target Sergeant Rock with it. No, he's not within 60 freaking feet.
It just looks like it.
Mm-hmm.
But he is within. All right, so Sergeant Rock, I look your direction, and I'm really tired of you shooting at me. Looks like Lunatic gave me advantage on one of my rolls. Thank you, Lunatic.
How wooed.
How rude. All right, so he'll point his finger at you, and he will fire a spell in your direction. And you're casting that at what level?
At my third, so what do I need to roll?
Nothing.
Okay.
All right. So he turns, looks at you, and laughs. Kind of sneers a little.
Thanks, may I?
And it's Dux's turn.
Dux has got all this cover. But you will blink away twice. Playing.
Hey, 27.
27 will actually hit. The 24 won't due to the 3/4 cover. So I will, you know what, I'll go ahead and take it. It's been a long fight. I'll go ahead and let you guys give me a little bit more damage.
So that's
Ew, don't make it
66.
sound so pity-giving. Gross. Roll
Hey, I'll take
concentration.
pity any day of the week. I am perfectly fine with pity.
You have to roll a 4.
All right. So.
Oh, wait. He gets his extra damage on that because it's an oath bow, and he's got the sneak attack going.
Correct?
That
So
is
an extra
correct.
66.
Good. So
And the damage that was there is a D6. So I'm just going to do 5d6, and then I'm going to roll a d8 for the
Oh, gotcha.
other.
All right. Roll the d8, and if the d8's higher, I'll take it.
So that would have been 25 plus 7.
All right. So the 2 that you roll will not count. I'll go ahead and take the 5 from the
No,
other.
No, because the 2 that was from the damage roll is a d6.
yeah.
He was
So-
counting the 6 on the short bow for one of the d6 and the 6d6. So then he rolled a d8 in place for the 2 plus 4 on the oath bow.
This way I've done a total of
Okay.
6 and a d8.
All right. So what's grand total damage?
So
25 plus 6.
31.
Okay.
it's 31. Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have allowed that shot to go through.
I think you were like not seeing it coming because you're looking and frying people and suddenly from behind the rock.
Concentration. Let me down.
All right. So.
And then right again.
Oh, that's right. It was concentration.
So 31 is 15.
It's not a high roll, but I can hope.
Lux does not hide.
I think he makes it.
I made it. I'm good. I'm good. All right. So at the end of Dux's turn, I look at May I point my finger at you,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm about to cast a spell.
Get ready to use his reaction.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
And I'm out.
First I have to make a save roll, don't I?
Oh, yeah. Yep, he's undead.
That's 14.
You had to roll 15.
Oh, come on. Fucker.
Jeez.
It's somebody else.
Okay. Well, then I'll just take the shot at Belfie with advantage.
Okay.
So that would be a 33 to hit Belfie.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
Ray of
guess I'll just
Frost.
take it, you know.
That's gonna slow you down.
Let that one go through.
Yeah, so you'll take 9 points of cold damage,
Mm-hmm.
and of course your movement, if you ever get out of this paralyzed state,
Mm-hmm.
is reduced by 10 feet.
And you can move 15
But,
feet.
but then again, if you're still paralyzed,
Yeah,
by the
right now
time
your
my turn hits again, then
true. Right now your movement is reduced by 25 feet.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
all right. Yeah, it was after the damage anyway. So that was the end of Dux's turn. May I?
All right. Now, this rock here, is that completely on the ground or is it sticking out a little bit? Can I like go underneath it?
So you're trying to hide.
Trying to get cover.
You want cover.
Basically.
You can get cover.
Huh?
There's plenty of outcroppings
Okay.
and overlooks to get cover.
All right. So I'm going to go. Make sure. All right. So I'm here kind of underneath the rock, not back up in there so he can't see me type deal underneath the rock.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to hold my action for after Dux uses his action. Uses his attack action.
All right. So, Belfie,
Yeah.
wisdom save at the end of your turn?
Yeah. I mean, you don't want me to take my turn first? Oh, I'm done. Here's my save. 23.
Hold
I
on.
believe it's
I think-
25.
I'm double checking. Yes, 25 is the answer you're looking for.
Yeah, because the 23 we saw earlier, I think, is your staff. Because you cast something out of it.
Yeah.
This is fine. It's relaxing, really.
All right, so now it is his actual go. All right, where are we at right now on our spell slots? Here. Okay, good. Let's check out. So you moved 40 feet on your move?
No, 30.
All right. Well, let me put you back a little bit.
Yeah, he was here initially.
All right,
So,
so then give me dexterity saving throws. Well, that's
Even
not-
with my cover?
hold on. Yeah, that's your cover.
Okay.
How many of us?
I mean, it's a dex saving throw, not a actual.
Yeah.
Oh, nope, you're fine. Stand by.
Oh, I'm fine.
I'm just saying you don't need the dex saving throw because I am out of spell slots for that level.
Oh, shucks.
We used up some of his spell slots. Ooh.
Yeah, but all his at-will spells are just as fucking dangerous.
That's me responding to all the chatter.
Here, this is going to be a quick smoke. I forgot to pack it.
You know what? You guys were within range.
Bow down.
Let's try that, shall we? Spell slots. Got them. Alright, so I'm going to drop this little beauty right on top of this carpet. And
Do nothing about it.
you guys can give me a dex saving throw.
No, I can't.
All right, we get a +1 anyway.
Oof.
19, 21.
Alright, you both will take 41 points of fire damage.
Resistant to fire,
Doesn't
He
matter.
ignores that.
so 41.
41 for each. If I hit you with lightning or fire, it goes through your resistance, if you have resistance to either.
Oh, I'm almost done.
So as a bonus action, I think I have 3 more of these left. Since you can't move, And you're the only one I can see right now within range. No, I got these two guys within range too.
You can't see me. I have full cover.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
talking
you're
about Belfie and
up
then
a
the
chair.
two up on the carpet
Gotcha.
are both within range. So I have advantage against you because I've got you tied up. I'm going to go ahead and use that.
You did buy an item specifically for that.
Talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Belfie.
Oh.
Yeah. But what?
Ignore me.
I'm already tied up. I can't.
You're
I can't use the teleport.
blackballed
I'm the
with
one tied up.
All right, so it's a hit.
Yeah, they both hit, man.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just was fishing for
Formalities.
no for a crit. 23 points of radiant damage as one of those stars hits you. I think that leaves me with 2 stars.
That's fair.
Bonus action. You know what? I'm gonna move closer to this wall here and get me some cover from full cover from that archer behind me. And that should
Cowering. You're cowering. He likes that you're cowering.
surge.
Yeah. I'm double checking a spell because I had a thing I was gonna do, but then I
Okay, let's see.
decided to do
I was
something.
right here, correct?
You were in the air a little bit, yeah, roughly.
I'm just wanting to make sure I move the proper movement, not more than I'm supposed to.
I do not have to see the area that I want to put this spell in. So I am just going to go ahead and tap my staff on the ground. And I need a dex saving throw.
Okay.
DC 19. As a wall of thorn. Is he in the air or is he on the ground?
He's kind of floating in the air.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Ignore the dex save for that one, and I'll go ahead and cast a different spell that's a dex save, but I don't have to see it. So do
Could
you
it
want to?
come out of the rocks behind him?
It needs to be. Create a wall of tough, pliable, tangled brush. The wall appears on solid surface. Could it come out of the wall where he's at?
How far does it reach out?
I have 120-foot range, and they're 10 foot high, 5 foot thick.
I'd say he's within 10 feet from the rocks that are behind him.
Okay,
If you can bring it out of work stone.
It just says a solid.
Okay, then yeah, you can do so.
Yeah, it does. Like, I thought it was gonna have to be dirt or something, but when I looked at it, it just says.
I will
solid
use
surface.
I will use my legendary resistance to make that save.
Okie dokie, he's gonna take half of 7d8.
Concentration check.
So he's gonna take half of 37. So
What was that, 18? I take it?
yeah, 18. All right. So yeah, when the wall appears, each creature must make the saving throw,
Really low.
and then yeah, it takes 1 foot of movement or 1 foot of movement takes 4 feet of movement to get out of it. And if he ends his turn there, he takes more. And he has to make another save. So I'm going to have that there. That's me for now.
Okay, so concentration check was a 32.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna have an issue making that one.
You'd
that
have to
was
roll
your
one.
turn.
Hey, roll,
Anything
bud.
below is
Your
18.
turn to follow one.
Yeah.
See.
It's fine. I'm comfortable. I'm relaxing. I'm gathering my thoughts of panic.
Nobody's within range for that.
So I'm going to go ahead and do a thing.
What to do?
Could just give up. You're obviously losing. Got jokes.
All right, let me see if I have the spell slot for that.
That area roughly is where the Wall of Thorns is. And the wall of thorns, you cannot see through it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have that spell slot, but I can cast it at a higher spell slot. $25 Constitution saving throw from. Let me double check to see if this goes every which direction. I think it does. Okay. So you're within, you're within, you're within. So I pop it right here. Can't get.
The wall blocks line of sight.
It's not a line of sight.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, but
And I had full cover unless he was able to see me when he
yeah,
moved.
this isn't a sight-based spell.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Just, yeah.
So
double check.
yeah, I can't hit the 2 up there without missing you, Surge, and you just cast a wall of whatever behind me.
Yeah, wall of thorns.
You know what? I'm gonna go with try to get the 4 best. So I'm gonna leave you be. Everybody else can give me a Constitution saving throw.
Do I still get to do that?
Yeah, you can give me one. It's Constitution, not Dexterity.
Right. Well, I mean, I've been rolling so well.
Oh, well, I can't tell you how that's gonna go.
Yeah, that's a nope. That's a no.
Wait, did you put it up so he hits the guys on the carpet?
It hits
No.
everybody within 60 feet. I bring out another spell indicator for you.
20 for me.
25 is the number, I believe.
All right, rocks down.
Let me verify. Let's see. 60. Let's see. Circle of Death. We'll make it gray. I gotta make sure you guys can see it. So, yeah, the only way to get everybody is to drop it somewhere around there. I can't get you with it, Surge. But I can get
Wait.
everybody else.
Baby, I love you, baby.
Then
Finish
that
the fight if
misses
you can.
Belfie.
Does that miss me?
It's like it's gonna miss Belfie or miss
Okay.
the rock.
Choose.
Choose.
Alright, that's a good idea. I will let the dice choose. Low misses Belfie, high misses Rock. Alright,
Alright.
Belfie, you're the one who takes it, so
No, it's good.
Rock is still alive.
I love you, baby. Kill him for me. As I fall unconscious.
Can't even hit him.
So what's the damage? Sorry.
30.
You said Constitution?
Yeah.
Say. All right.
Con of 25.
Yeah, it
Okay,
just
why
barely
can't-
misses with that. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, I couldn't even make it 25. I don't even know why I rolled.
Yeah, I didn't even bother rolling. I'm just like, no hope of making that saving throw. I just take the 30 points. Oh, wait, hit her? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the only saves I can make are intelligence and wisdom.
Alright,
And the intelligence
so that's-
is if I roll a natural 20.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can make intelligence,
um,
wisdom, and dex, but I have to roll a natural 20 for intelligence.
So how far? I'm sure 60 points, no matter how many hit points you had left, Corporal's going to do any. It's not going to do any lasting damage. You got a higher max than that, right?
60?
I only had 18 hit points left.
All right. Well, you took 60 with that hit.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. I only had 18 left.
Yeah, and I'm just making sure 60. I mean, granted, 60 is not going to go high above your main. Your
Yeah, it
max.
doesn't make her dead, not perma
That's
dead.
what I was.
Yeah, Our
that's what I
max
was
hit
saying.
points are at least 120 right now, I would say.
Yeah.
I think my max right now is like 151 or something like that.
Yes,
or
because I
160
can't see the other 2 people down here that I'm trying to hit. I didn't use my staff to make them vulnerable to the necrotic. All right, so yeah, Maya, you'll take 30.
Yep, took it.
I took it.
All right, so Corporal, give me a roll.
Death save.
No, wait a minute, it's not Corporal's turn. It's Surge's turn. But Corporal, you can give me the roll anyway. I got it.
Oh, was that the end of his turn?
That was the end of his turn.
I need a deck save.
Is this a spell?
He stayed in Wall of Thorns.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's the thorns.
Yeah, you
Yep,
did not
and
move,
since
sir.
he stayed there, he takes more slashing damage.
How much movement is he allowed to have in there?
Every foot of movement is 4 feet of movement,
Okay, so he can only.
so it's a quarter of
move-
his actual movement speed.
A whole square is
Yeah,
20
since he
feet.
stayed in it,
He can only move 10 feet then, give or take.
so he would, yeah, if he's got 40 feet of movement, he could move 10.
Well, he's got less than that. I mean, he's same as you guys, 30 feet.
So
So he winds up in it.
And I did the bonus action already, didn't I? Yes, I did the star. So I'm still in it, right? Even if I move whatever, 20,
yeah, he could move 7.5 feet.
and he's still within the range, right?
Yeah,
All right, so let me
so
make my
deck
dex
save. Yep,
All right, and that's going to be a
DC 19.
Well, look at that, 16. So damage is 39.
Yep.
Con
Con
save.
save of 19 or higher.
Oh yes, the con save. Got to remember the con save.
Yeah, 19 or higher.
Don't worry, Dan. I won't let you forget.
Okay, well I rolled a 20 with this at the disadvantage mark and 21 at the advantage mark.
All right, so yeah, he remains on there. My turn.
Yes, it is your go.
Okie dokie. Don't die on me, may I, or Belfie. He can't see me. I'm gonna go. Can't help you. Take some more healing. That's gonna be 3d8 plus 6,
Hey, that's awesome.
and I'm gonna roll the 3d8. So fuck, I rolled low. 18
Hey,
to you and may I.
I'm taking it. This is fine. This is good. This is
Oh,
good.
and myself. I can only get so many people, so 18 points of healing to us. Oh, fucking Christ. That's not a concentration, so I'm gonna leave that going. I believe that's all I can do. I'm triple checking, double checking, all the checking. Yeah, that's me. It's my turn.
That's okay.
All right. That was the end of your turn.
Yep, you are correct. Still making sure I'm hiding from him.
And let's see. I don't see you, but you're within 30 feet of me. And you're still alive after my blast.
Yep.
And I just healed him up.
Well, the only thing I can really do right now, I guess, is the At Will spell. So let's go to my At Will spells. Give me an intelligence saving throw, Belfie.
Okay.
Oh, looky here.
That's not a natural 20 at all.
I was just about to say take an advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'll give you one of my advantages.
Come on, 20.
I'm trying to help.
I meant a natural 20. Okay. That wasn't.
So you will take 10 points of psychic damage,
Yeah.
and your next saving throw before my next turn, which, okay, good ways, you'll take a minus d4 too.
Yeah.
And it looks like somebody just gave advantage to everybody once again, so you all have advantage.
Mhm.
That was the end of Surge's turn. Corporal, give me another roll. You already gave me the roll. Never mind.
Yeah, I already
it's up
gave you
there.
the roll.
Yeah. So
You saved.
that was your save. Sergeant Rock.
Sergeant Rock's gonna fly the carpet over here. If I can see this creep. And we'll start firing away. Blam, blam, blam.
How many advantages do you want? I'll give all of mine to you.
Oh yeah, I'll use the one we just got, and then I'll use two from them. So I'll do 3
There you
shots at it. fishing around for a crit.
Hey,
There
2
it
crits.
is.
And the last one misses.
So give me the damage.
Concentration check. See, I told you I wouldn't let you forget.
Well, I gotta get
Alright.
damage first. So
Because
first,
I'm gonna need you to get me out of this, because I'm not doing it evidently.
The crit's pathetic.
Yeah, so that was 15 plus 10s for 25.
how do you want to do
Since
this?
the crit went, oh my.
What?
That should be 28.
Telling me I didn't even get to hit.
Yeah,
my
how do you wanna
arch
do this?
nemesis? What?
We did say that we would let you kill it if the opportunity arose.
Oh wait, you're saying that killed it? Oh, this is deja vu all over again. Just like when I resigned before, I go, yeah, I'm going to resign from your army too. Here it comes on form 30-6, and I crit him.
Do I
All
drop?
right.
Do I drop? Do I drop?
Oh,
Can I move?
hold on. Let me make a concentration check.
He's gonna take more damage sliding through all that brush.
You, yes, you drop, and you're still conscious, and y'all witness he turns to dust.
All right.
Does everything on him turn to dust, Dan?
Or does his gear drop?
I will say you hear a tink, 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 tink.
Something falls out.
I mean, a lot of stuff could be stuck in the bramble.
Oh yeah. And then I still have a bonus action, and I'll do 4 dice of healing to my lady over here who looks like she's bad, but I don't know if it'll work because the curse.
And
Curse go away when he dies.
Nope,
It has
it
to be
does not.
it has to be removed.
you cast the healing magics on her, and you notice it does nothing to her, no effect at all.
Is it spell healing or any healing? It's any healing, right?
You cannot regain hit points, it said.
Cannot regain hit points.
Yeah.
What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? What do we have?
All right, so we are out of initiative. So what would you guys like to do?
I'd like to make sure everyone around here is doing okay.
I point to my lady and go, she can't be healed, guys. Neither can I.
I'm gonna look at Belfie.
Fine.
Dispel magic.
Oh, I fell. He
No,
let me
she
down.
fell. As soon as
Oh,
he went
she
to-
fell. Okay.
As soon as he went
Yeah.
to dust,
You're fine.
the spell faded.
Yeah.
Try that dispel magic on my fiance here and see if you can get the corporal.
I'm shouting for everybody around. You guys are way too high for me to see her properly to dispel it.
So you're shouting?
I'm trying to get people from around us, and I'm gonna go over to the brambles to where he was.
Okay. What are you shouting when you yell?
I'm trying to round people up. Come, get over here. We need to do some looking. And
what is your passive perception?
21. I have advantage on all wisdom checks, and if I had a sentinel shield, it'd increase it by 5, so 26 if you want to roll it that way.
Okay.
Since my wisdom's still going at advantage.
I will say you do hear something.
I'll let everyone know there's noises. Ducks would hear it too, because that's the same passive.
Yes.
So
There may be survivors.
So Rock's over here with a dustpan and a little dust broom sweeping up the dust going, you're under arrest for violation of Article 134.
I can try a medicine check if you want.
Go ahead.
All right, medicine check. It's not my best, but it is wisdom, so I still have advantage on it. 18.
Good. You're able to stabilize her.
All right, so stabilization, but no.
How long does
Healing.
the curse last?
Until other things happen.
Question mark. Great.
So yeah, I'm gonna look at the brambles. Is there anything in his clothing? I think, Belfie. There was something that fell. You can go see if it was your ring. Staff and clothing. Is it stuck in the brambles up there?
Nope.
Okay,
Those items did fade with him, but I'm allowing her ring to drop.
Yeah, I did not see him when that happened, so I'll drop the brambles. May I? Are you alive?
Sorry about that. That was my realtor.
No
Yeah,
problem.
no, that's fine.
You're good. Good
All right.
news,
Did I
though?
take any additional damage? Well,
You took
they're
some
all
healing.
about. Okay. They're all about the closing and all, but they're wanting to have a free week after they close, and then only have to pay $20 for a lease back if they have to stay longer than the 24th. They're like, no,
So,
sold your house, get the hell out.
Belfi, you have advantage because you're unable to use any of your advantages. Well, I mean, I guess you could have. But you got an advantage a little bit ago. You want to give me an investigation check to see if you can find what went tink, 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 tink?
When you walk by me, I'll pat you on the back and guidance.
That's good because I have a -1.
So
Oh yeah, that's probably not great.
plus a D4.
14.
Yeah, you're digging through the dirt and the rocks, and it takes you. Well, you're still digging right now.
Right. Did anybody see where it went?
Oh, we won. Oops. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
right. A crit hit
It
with his
is, but
rifle and the
There's
head
there's
exploded.
still noises. There may be survivors somewhere.
I don't know if they're good, bad, indifferent. I don't know.
With your passive perception, Surge, you and Dux see a cloud kind of seep out from some rocks nearby.
May I? That might be your wife. If you can try and call her over, and I have bad
You know
news.
it's not your spell.
That's not my spell. Okay.
No, but it does. The warlocks would recognize it as Misty Step.
Oh,
Somebody Misty stepped
Marcus.
out, and as soon as they
Marcus.
materialize, they fall flat on the ground.
Marcus, by the way, I am
yeah.
unconscious.
Oh,
She can't
Yeah.
be healed by
But
magical
she can't be
means, so-
healed because she's cursed.
Yeah, I stabilized her.
oh,
Yeah, she's
Okay.
still, but
if you
I
had
think-
greater restoration, that would fix it, or remove curse.
Well, Rock is also cursed and Dux is too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't help
So-
you. I used my spells.
Once I get a short rest, I'll get my
Or-
spell slots back, and I can cast greater restoration. I have the materials for
who's
twice.
all cursed?
Dux,
3 people.
Rock, and Corporal.
All right. We'll do Corporal
Do you have remove curse or greater restoration?
Yep.
and who else?
Dux and Rock.
Ducks and Rock.
Which one's rougher off? Ducks or Rock?
Rock.
Well, Rock thought he dropped dead a
um,
minute ago when he thought he got hit by
okay.
a spell, so I'm gonna say he's probably.
Yeah, Rocky's
worse
down to
off.
20 hit points, whereas Dux has 185.
Can you hit
Okay.
rock real quick? I just noticed that I didn't use all of my spells.
Yeah. I
Does that mean
remove-
I'm at 1 hit point then?
No,
You can be healed, but you're not
You're
up.
still
and I'm
you're
unconscious.
gonna,
still unconscious and stable. This just allows them to heal you and bring you back to consciousness if they decide.
I'm
to.
gonna grab rock on the
Okay.
shoulder and take a shit ton of healing. It's 80, I believe, as I cast heal at 7th level, and I am out of those.
Okay.
I thought I didn't have that, but apparently I
Now,
had
do you include the new person that just popped out of the rocks?
Who's the new person? What do they look
Who's-
like?
All you see is a very, very badly battered individual in red leather.
I will
Red.
go ahead and how far away?
She is currently on top of this rock here.
I will
And it
run
looked like it
over
was her
and
last spell slot she was able to use to get out of
healing
there.
word from a distance.
All right. Well, she starts to stir.
Yeah, so I'll
Uh,
toss that.
Corporal, you got 8 points of healing.
Thank you. I need some-
7 points of healing to the person in the red leather that Misty stabbed with their last oomph of magic.
Yes.
Now, does that mean I can
Are-
start drinking potions?
So, mind you, she was put on display in the throne room to be an issue when you guys came in, and when the castle fell,
Yeah.
She was caught in the fall, and she had
Aw.
one hit point left. And when she heard the fight was done, Misty stepped out of where she was at.
Perfect. So
Sorry.
she was at 1 hit point, but on the ground.
Yeah.
So is she looking like herself, or is she white?
Right now she's white.
Okay.
Do we want
So-
to lie and say, oh, yeah, I don't know who unplugged that, lift system?
Yeah.
You
What
might
did
want
happen in
to.
that room back there? As I'll go over and talk and make sure she is doing okay.
She asks, well, Donna, what the hell happened?
I'll like go up and tap her on the face and ask her a couple personal questions to make sure it is her, and go ahead and insight check her while I'm at it.
Does anyone else need
Kinda-
potions for healing?
Kind of personal questions you want to ask, Donna?
Stuff from our travels, and I would have guided myself beforehand. Just
Have you
stuff
bounced
that
any
no one
beds off
else
the
would know.
walls lately?
You might want to, and I'll alter self at that point to change my appearance
Oh,
to
I need to
her,
put
just my face.
I need to put my
You
face
need to put
on.
some makeup on.
Hold on, let me put my face on.
So yeah, I'm ignoring you guys completely.
So she
I am too.
it takes a second, but she's able to get into her way she usually looks around other people. Thank you. I was kind of spent after the building fell. What the fuck happened there?
Yeah, I'm not completely sure. Why did the building collapse?
Duck said it had something to do with this god being angry.
Who caused the building to collapse?
It was me. Okay, it was me.
Well, I'm thinking it was Dux's God.
Did
It was
you
Dux's god, but it was. I
Did
thought I
you-
was unplugging the portal.
did you at least get the prisoners out beforehand?
No,
Ooh,
we got
that
inside
I look
and
up. Prisoners?
yeah, no,
Just
everybody
like
that
you.
was in there is dead apparently. When I asked
There was
him
at
the
least-
laugh he had,
There was at least 10 keepers.
were
locked
Slade and
near
Vegas
the-
in there?
No, I haven't seen Slade since you and I left him. Vegas got out with Io.
Can I take a minute then while they're having this conversation and go into back into gas form and just go through the bottom of the rubble to see if I can find any holes where people might be?
Before you go, you might want to look in X area, and I'll point to where roughly the cells would have been that I know of.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so give
after
me
a minute,
an investigation.
I'm gonna be concentrating and just bumping Malazan every 6 seconds for a minute.
All right, she's appreciative of that. Gets full, back to whatever health she has.
So
I'm not gonna look it up.
85 is how much she's at now.
I
'cause
rolled a
the-
natural 20, so a 19.
Yeah, you come across the area in which he's referring to, and you're certain you found the right spot because there's body parts and gore and blood everywhere. You're able to find 2 survivors.
Oh,
Really? Is it a big enough pocket that I could?
You're certain it's
ta-
going to take a little while to get to them.
Right, but I want to let them know that help's coming.
Oh, you want to see if you can get in form.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's a. Well, no. Well, you're a halfling, so let's see.
I mean, I'm
Let's-
small.
She's
s-
very
We'll
small.
say there's a 75% chance.
I can 100% use the same area of any living creature.
All right, so yeah, you're able to form, but you guys, it's more like a game of Twister. So you're like, one leg's between their leg and the other's around.
Right. This is really, really awkward, and I'm very sorry to pop in like this, but we're going to get you out. Are you injured?
I just had a building fall on top of me, so yes, I'm a tad bit injured. What the hell happened?
the lich died.
Ah! And I'll take a second to hold on. Motherfucker. Come
Do
on.
we know if liches have phylacteries with our knowledge? We know that she said that he would have it on him. The shadow lady. She said that he would have it. Not on him
I
per
think
se,
it-
possibly, but we know that
Yeah.
he have a phylactery because she told us.
I think he was using her ring, Belfie's ring, as a phylactery.
That might
But
be why it's the
we
only
don't
thing
know.
that wasn't destroyed.
We don't know what it is.
No,
but my
and
guess
the only
is-
person that does, you guys killed.
Shit.
So
Well, we don't know if he's gone, but we think he's gone.
One of the vampires that you faced earlier actually knew what the phylactery was because he's seen it beforehand.
yeah, so I'm gonna ask Melazon, do you know what it was? We got a little tipsy and found this creature that said that he would have it. I'm not 100% sure on what that jar is, but
It was a clear glass bottle. Just,
We checked his body, or
his body's gone. It dusted away.
just before everything went to shit, he put it in some sort of pocket. It got like cut open the air and stuck it inside. It had
So,
some
kinda
weird
like-
writing on it and a red symbol in the middle.
Rock. It sounds like he put his phylactery in a demiplane of sorts, possibly. Kind of like what you do, but I don't know if it's exactly what it is.
Right, if I don't know the address, I can't get to it. Sounds like he
Jesus.
kind of hit it out.
That was
Bottle
his
of Jim Beam.
Yep, that was his phylactery.
Although I'll go ahead and do an Arcana check to see if I think I have any ideas.
She
Well,
actually, I'm saying she casts like minor illusion, and
And
Sergeant Rock, you'd recognize it as a Jim Beam bottle.
Oh. Okay.
It
So-
looked like this. It's kind of strange.
but he put it in like a little demiplane thing. He knows how to cast a similar spell from the sounds of it.
Right. So I got a 17 Arcana check to see if I can figure out what spell you might have cast that would allow him to stick someone away like that, like secret chest or something.
Arcane. Let's see, what was it?
There's a spell called Liamon's secret chest.
Well, there you go. We'll say that's what it was.
and there's also the pocket one.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
thinking the pocket one, but the Lehman secret chest makes more sense.
Well,
Well,
do you know how to? If it's his, do you know how to access it?
well, I can make sure it's lasted forever if you destroy the token that represents the chest, then it's lost in the astral plane.
So, may I?
I'm gonna walk around, cast detect magic at will
Mm-hmm.
as it
But
goes up.
you hear a woman screaming as she comes running towards the rubble. She's yelling out your name.
Oh.
It is
Run.
your,
Hey,
it's your girlfriend
Hey.
or fiance or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's
I
not
thought-
not just calling your name out, she's calling out Horu's name as well.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't
Well,
told you.
Just run away. Just. Yep. You've seen Rock do it when he saw a baby. So just, yeah, do that.
I told you I have bad news, but I didn't elaborate.
why are you separated from Horu, and why are you guys still here? We told you to go hide.
He said he was coming to help. He thought he'd at least be able to help somewhat.
Ah,
He was right.
so he finally grew up. Take
Mhm.
responsibility.
Well, where is he?
Oh.
He should have been here.
I haven't seen him.
That's true.
Well, you kind of did. You saw the dust.
We didn't know that. That's how you're
No.
gonna tell him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Who all was able to see what happened?
The two of them in the sky, for one, you and Belfast.
Yeah. Yeah, Rock probably saw a little thing suddenly nudge somebody out of the way. So, yeah, Rock will go ahead and describe what happens like an after action report.
Oh,
Yeah,
you do see his bow laying on the ground next to a pile of dust.
Bow?
Yeah, he brought a bow apparently.
Oh, his twanging bow? All right, yeah, I'll go get it.
He
I'll
was
go.
he was an archer, partly.
Yeah.
Just killed a man.
Yeah, he was coming to help.
Well, ma'am, I'll give you his bow. That's about all that's left of him. But thanks to him, somebody didn't get disintegrated. So,
And
Yeah.
that's how May I finds out.
I have bad news. Yeah, no, the fucker just got dusted.
yeah. But it was going to be one of him or one of us, and he wasn't going to be able to kill that lich. So, yeah, he died for a good cause.
He died a hero.
Surprisingly, yes,
Yep.
but he saved my life. After
Course.
everything, I didn't think he had it in him, but
He done right. And he, thanks to him, I think without that little save right there, we might not have eliminated the lich, and the whole thing would have gone to hell.
it's funny, the only necrotic spell that I got hit with, and I'm resistant to necrotic.
Mm,
We need to save the people who are stuck in here and find out how to get rid of him
All right,
so it's not in.
Right,
what-
people first, though. Yes.
It takes you
Yeah.
several hours worth of digging because you know exactly where the bodies are at, and I'm sure you're going to use. Well, you can't use any of your abilities.
Short rest, and I can just elemental shape for 7 hours.
Okay, so you're able to go into your elemental form, and with the assistance of that, after the short rest, you're able to get the 2 people out. One of them is give me a second to bring up the sheet and tell you who he is.
Was it the master librarian or keeper? Not IO, but
No, it wasn't IO, but it was. Let me view the campaign to give you his actual name. I have all these names listed in, and I just got to remember which one is the current.
yeah.
All right, where are we?
Can we use hit dice on a short rest or does that
Uh,
have to be a
Yes.
long rest?
Yeah. No.
Hit dice
all
are for a
chance.
short rest.
You recognize him, Serge, as well as you, Brother May I, as Lilimus, the Breaker of Shackles, the High Librarian. And the other person is nobody you know, so a young elven female who is wearing what's what do you call it? Alkalite clothes.
Oh, okay, so she's just an alkalite. And what's her name?
She doesn't give you one. Do you ask her?
Yes, I would ask her if she's in acolyte robes. Would show the emblem to show of, association.
Right.
Half elf or elven?
I think I said she was elven and is a female. So she tells you her name is Trolam Selvaron. Here, I'll put it in chat for you so you'll know what it is. And you guys can tell me if you pronounce it any better than I can.
Nope, that's okay.
Trolam Selvaron.
Are these the only survivors?
There was others in the cells with us. I'm assuming they did not make it.
But Rock and Ducks are flying around in the carpet overhead, scanning down with Ducks' super perception for other.
I mean, the High Marshal was in there, and and the rest of them were just other acolytes with us. Io is gone. I think Vegas and a few others. What was that gruff dwarf's name? She helped get them out.
Oh, was vodka with him?
That's right. I keep forgetting her name is some sort of alcoholic drink.
She's a strange one.
You know, they got Io out, and Slade, of course, is out on. Oh hell, he was with you guys. What happened?
We went separate ways at we got different missions.
That's right. I believe High Magnus Aron may have given him another assignment at the time. I forgot. But that's none of my business. I don't handle those kind of affairs.
Well, I'm just glad that we got as many of you as we do after what happened.
Well, I wouldn't worry much about the building. It's an object. It can be rebuilt.
We just gotta try and find where. That's a 5th level spell if you have one left.
what is?
Summoning her
Summoning.
mount.
Yeah.
Oh,
But she used her 78, so I don't know if you'd have that spell slot left. on your smite. But yeah, do either of you know where he could have kept anything to try and find his soul or whatever, so we can finish this once and for all?
I have no idea where he put his phylactery. I don't even know what it was.
I'll alter self, and I'm wearing a shirt that just has a Jim Beam bottle. Apparently, it was something like this. I can't do the whole and motion the illusory stuff, but I can alter myself in what I'm wearing.
Strange. And about this time, Belfi finds a ring in the dirt.
Took a while.
Yeah, I mean, she rolled real low on her investigation.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good. It wasn't
I
good.
tried to help.
So it did take a while for her to find the ring. And would you like for me to share what that ring does again?
You did. I found it in D&D Beyond.
Yeah. And I'll come up and tap Surge on the shoulder.
Yeah, no.
I got him set up for you. As you look behind, you see different body parts laying out.
Uh-oh.
All right, and we'll go over that later. So what would you guys like to do in the aftermath of this issue?
Great victory.
Check for documents that might have survived in the rubble.
I am going to just be looking for that token that was mentioned, the phylactery in general, just anything that could be used to finish it off. I can't help anybody today. I am tapped on spells.
I will do a few things. One, I'll gather some stones next to the river or whatever that's there and place in Poro's bow, sort of like a grave marker.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll use my detect magic as often as needed till I get a ping on anything magical, such as a phylactery.
Or a ring.
All right.
Or a token.
You do
All
find
right.
a ping on something magical. It's actually in the rubble near what looks to be a dead drow woman.
Okay.
Matron Mother? Similar of sorts to the one that had us down in the Underdark.
Yes.
All right. I'll go there and that's
And you find a chest
Well-
about this big.
okay. Right. And the box is emanating magic.
The chest itself is emanating magic, yes.
Ooh.
Belfi,
If I see that, I'm just gonna be careful. We don't know what they brought in.
Right, yeah. How can I help?
can you tell if this is trapped?
Sure. Take a look at it. I don't know what's going on with my accent tonight, y'all. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Is there anybody that is blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned amongst the survivors or anything?
No. Just not, for mundane reasons like dust, dirt, well, whatever, but nothing magical that would require you to do anything.
Right. I rolled a 16.
Okay. Does not seem to be trapped. It does seem to have a lock on it.
Right.
Now, does detect magic identify what kind of school?
Detect magic does.
Gives you the school of
And
magic.
it's enchantment, and I don't know what the other one is because I don't know that kind of stuff.
Well, I was just wondering if I get a sense that, hey, there's a magical trap on this.
You don't sense it as being a trap magic. You just sense
I
that the
told you I
box
would do
itself
that.
is magical.
And it's enchantment based.
Yeah.
I can try if you'd like.
Let me see something here. Arcana check to see if it's a that knock spell or whatever, that magical.
You think
Knock.
you want to know if knock will work on it?
Well, yeah, if it's an arcane lock on it.
You want to see if it's an arcane lock. No, you don't see an arcane lock. It's a mundane lock. But you're certain that the spell knock will open it up.
All right, I'll dispel magic on the box.
At what
my-
level?
The only spell levels I got after a short rest.
Your highest warlock.
5th.
Yeah.
So to dispel a higher level, you have to roll a d20, right?
D20 plus the level of the spell. So if it's a 9th, it's a 19. and then he gets to add his modifier of the.
All right. So I haven't asked this before, but I'm going to ask this now. Are you sure you want to do this?
This might be what we're looking for. We need.
Could be something really cool in there.
Just let me try. I'm willing to
Okay.
take the chance.
Okay, I'll hold on to Dispel Magic and back away.
That's probably a good idea.
How are you on health?
Fine.
All right. So go ahead and give me your lockpicking test.
I have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
24.
This is easy. You don't even have to look at it. You're able to pop that lock. It's unlocked.
As I look in, what do I see?
As you look in, you go to open the chest, and it literally opens out of your hand.
Oh,
And the front flap drops in front of you. And it almost looks like it's a small set of stairs.
right. This, no issues opening it, but it looks like perhaps an entrance.
Mm-hmm. And the two people in here that got the real high passive perception.
But only for those with a high passive perception?
Yes.
There's big.
It might be worth checking, but you got to be extremely careful. I'm gonna shift and insight check. Does that sound like a real baby or a fake baby? Like,
You've
something's
heard
making
you've
the noise
heard
of
this
it.
baby sound before,
Oh,
and you're certain it's a baby.
Not my kid, is it?
Or clone
Do you
thereof.
guys go in and check?
You said be careful. Should I sneak down and see what it is then?
does
Sure.
anybody have any light they can send in down there?
Eh.
I'll cast. Go ahead. I can
Arcane
cast light.
Eye. Didn't somebody have Arcane Eye?
Yeah, I've got Arcane Eye at will.
Yeah. Just can you send that in to take a peek?
I can do that.
I'm already moving.
All right, so you stealth your way down there. You got your goggles on.
Yep.
And Arcane Eye goes down there beside you. As you get down to a bottom of about 10 steps, it almost looks like a whole entire room opens up. You have glitter, you have gold, you have jewels, you have all. It's a hoard. You have found. And in the middle of the hoard is a almost looks like a solid gold bassinet with a baby in it.
I don't trust any of it. Okay. Sneaking towards the bassinet slowly.
You get towards the bassinet. Once you get a good look what's inside, it looks like the baby that Brother May I and the woman were taking care of. Actually, you never saw the baby.
No.
No.
Looks like a baby.
But
But you see some familiar resemblance to the guy that was in the force cage in the sub basements and May I.
So I go in and is the baby real? Like, I'm touching the baby. I'm on the tummy.
I just grabbing a hold of your finger.
I pick up the baby. Is there a blanket there?
Yeah. Cover
All right,
your
I'll
mouth,
wrap-
babe.
Actually, no. I take off my cloak of protection and wrap it around the baby. And then I start back up the stairs.
All right. So yeah, she comes walking back up the stairs. I guess the
Cloakless.
cloakless, carrying a baby, and it is baby Horu.
Oh,
Well, I guess it's not all lost. Did you
Right.
see?
What's
if
there's a child here?
Yeah, that's. Remember how I was talking to you and I was rambling about the vampire and his son and the babies?
I don't know. You all ramble an awful lot. I get confused now.
Yeah. So that is a clone of Horo.
Is there any reaction from the mother?
Oh yeah. As soon as you come up and show the baby, she's screaming, running towards you, and grabs a hold of you.
I'm handing the baby over. I don't want a baby.
And she's making sure that the baby's safe. You know, checking to make sure there's no wounds or nothing on him.
Look, this cloak around it is a cloak of protection, so keep it with the child. Yes?
That's right. The baby gets +1 armor class now.
Damn right.
Whatever that means.
I'm
Thank you.
going to. Actually, I don't want to do
Because
that.
it's magical, it should change to the size of the baby once they're attuned to it.
I was gonna say I can cast Bark Skin, but that might freak her the fuck out.
Don't do it.
Yeah, that
But
for a weird
all
baby.
right. So as a wrap up, there's a horde down there full of stuff.
Mhm.
You've found the survivors. You've got bodies laid out that he's gathered from the dead, which I'm assuming you're going to do your little thing on.
It depends. If
What?
he can talk to the dead, if we can find that ability, I may not. May be worth just burying
Want.
them.
All
What
right.
they
Well,
want.
this is the end of the
All right.
campaign. You guys have reached the end. You've killed the big bad guy.
You get to go meet Corporal's parents.
There's a wedding in the future, maybe.
Like to find the phylactery and destroy it.
Yeah.
Somebody else might have to do that for you.
I'll look at my girlfriend/wife or significant other holding the baby. I wrap my arm around her. It's like, I hear Bonneview is a great place to retire.
And she
Where?
has no idea what you're talking about. So
Out in the middle of the boonies.
there's a treasure hoard down in the basement, or down in that chest. That chest is a magical chest. Pretty much, it's a 10-foot by 20-foot room. So it works the same as, probably a little bit better than a portable hole, but it's a chest that opens and closes.
Okay.
Once you
Ooh.
open it, it automatically opens the stairwell. That, I mean, it's not like a big long stairwell. It's kind of a tight little scooch down, but
So what do we have in there?
I have not rolled that up because that doesn't matter at this point in time.
Yes, it doesn't really matter.
Nope. Game's
But
over.
once your characters get a short rest, you can add that extra level. And if we end up using these characters some other time, I will have a list of magic items I'll put in Discord, or whatever items I'll have the Horde put in Discord for you guys, so you'll know what's there and you guys can decide it then. But with that, Dungeons and Veterans has come to a close.
Yay.
So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for our halfway decent run of Dungeons and Veterans. Be sure to check back with us on Wednesday for some Torg Eternity, or Torganized Play. Friday for Rime of the Frost Maiden, and stay posted for when the next game we do may come out. So,
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
everyone, take care.
Been
Thanks,
lot of fun.
everyone.
This is an adventure we're in together called life. Please remember that golden rule: treat each other the way you'd like to be treated yourself.
Don't be a mean old lich.
So, if you want to be treated
May
like a
I?
mean old lich, then act like a
I
mean
don't
old lich.
understand what you're talking about.
So,
It'd be a nice one.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us once again. Have a good week.